coronation of Charles III and his wife Camilla as King and Queen Consort of the United Kingdom and the other Commonwealth realms is to be the symbolic high point of his accession. King Charles III acceded to the throne on the 8th of September 2022 upon the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. The coronation will be a state occasion funded by the British government. It is expected to take place in 2023 and to be shorter, more inclusive, and less expensive than previous coronations.
My mother's reign was unequaled in its duration, its dedication, and its devotion. Even as we grieve, we give thanks for this most faithful life. I am deeply aware of this great inheritance and of the duties and heavy responsibilities of sovereignty which have now passed to me.
Charles III became king immediately upon the death of his mother, Elizabeth II, on the 8th of September 2022. He was proclaimed king by the Accession Council of the United Kingdom on the 10th of September, which was followed by proclamations in other Commonwealth realms. Due to Elizabeth's advanced age, Charles' coronation has been planned for years under the code name Operation Orb, reported in the press as Operation Golden Orb.
I propose that, when certain necessary business has been transacted, a deputation consisting of Her Majesty, His Royal Highness, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Lord Chancellor, the Archbishop of York, the Prime Minister, the Clerk of the Council, and myself shall wait on the King and inform him the Council is assembled. I now call on the Clerk of the Council to read aloud the text of the proclamation.
As the preparation for the ceremony takes time, the coronation is not likely to take place for several months. Elizabeth II's coronation in 1953 was held 16 months after her accession. Buckingham Palace also wants to ensure that there is enough time to mourn the death of Charles's predecessor before holding a joyous ceremony. A committee composed of privy councillors will be appointed to arrange for the coronation, though probably only after a month of court mourning for Elizabeth II. Charles's coronation is thus expected to take place in the spring or summer northern hemisphere of 2023, possibly on the 2nd of June, the 70th anniversary of his mother's coronation. The anti-monarchist organization Republic has announced protests in the lead up to the ceremony. Planning meetings for Operation Orb has been held at least once a year, attended by representatives of the government, the Church of England, and Clearance House staff.
We, therefore, the Lords spiritual and temporal of this realm, and members of the House of Commons, together with other members of Her late Majesty's Privy Council, and representatives of the realms and territories, aldermen and citizens of London and others, do now hereby, with one voice and consent of tongue and heart, publish and proclaim that the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now, by the death of our late sovereign of happy memory, become our only lawful and rightful liege lord, Charles III, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of his other realms and territories, King, Head of the Commonwealth, Defender of the Faith, to whom we do acknowledge all faith and obedience with humble affection, beseeching God, by whom kings and queens do reign, to bless his majesty with long and happy years to reign over us. God save the King!
The 73-year-old King Charles is known to envisage a slimmed-down monarchy, and his coronation is expected to be frugal and, due to his age, shorter than his mother's. He is said to have expressed a wish that his coronation, which would be a Church of England service, be more representative of different faiths and ethnic communities. A coronation oath is required by statute. Anointment, the delivery of the orb, and enthronement are also expected to be performed.
King, Defender of the Faith, do faithfully promise and swear that I shall inviolably maintain and preserve the settlement of the true Protestant religion as established by the laws made in Scotland in prosecution of the claim of right, and particularly by an act intituled An Act for Securing the Protestant Religion and Presbyterian Church Government, and by the acts passed in the Parliament of both kingdoms for union of the two kingdoms, together with the government, worship, discipline, rights and privileges of the Church of Scotland. So help me God.
I now invite Your Majesty to subscribe both copies of the instrument, confirming the oath has been taken.
Edward's crown is to be used for the ceremony. Historic Environment Scotland announced in September 2022 that the Stone of Scone will be moved from the Crown Room of Edinburgh Castle to London for Charles's coronation at Westminster Abbey and return to the castle after the ceremony. Charles's wife, Camilla, is also to be crowned as Queen Consort. When Charles married her in 2005, it was declared that Camilla would not assume the title of Queen upon his accession. Charles, however, had long wished for her to be so titled and crowned alongside him. And in February 2022, with Camilla's popularity rising, Elizabeth II declared a sincere wish that Camilla be also known as Queen upon Charles's accession. Elizabeth is believed to have approved of Charles changing his coronation vows to include Camilla as Queen some years ago during a wider review to bring the service up to date. Camilla is to be crowned with the crown of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. This would be the first coronation of a consort since that of Queen Elizabeth, later known as the Queen Mother, in 1937.
In taking up these responsibilities, I shall strive to follow the inspiring example I have been set in upholding constitutional government and to seek the peace, harmony and prosperity of the peoples of these islands and of the Commonwealth realms and territories throughout the world. In this purpose, I know that I shall be upheld by the affection and loyalty of the peoples whose sovereign I have been called upon to be, and that in the discharge of these duties, I will be guided by the counsel of their elected parliaments. In all this, I am profoundly encouraged by the constant support of my beloved wife. I take this opportunity to confirm my willingness and intention to continue the tradition of surrendering the hereditary revenues, including the Crown Estate, to my government for the benefit of all, in return for the sovereign grant which supports my official duties as head of state and head of nation. And in carrying out the heavy task that has been laid upon me, and to which I now dedicate what remains to me of my life, I pray for the guidance and help of Almighty God.
I have with humble duty to crave your Majesty's permission for the publication of your gracious speech
Approved.
concerning the security of the Church of Scotland.
I understand that the law requires that I should, at my accession to the Crown, take and subscribe the oath relating to the security of the Church of Scotland. I am ready to do so at this first opportunity.
As a state occasion, the coronation is paid for by the British government. The government thus also decides the guest list. In contrast to Elizabeth II's coronation, which was attended by more than 8,000 people, the guest list for Charles III's coronation will be limited to 2,000 for health and safety reasons. The Commonwealth of nations leaders and religious diversity are expected to be prioritized. After the ceremony, Charles and Camilla will appear on the Buckingham Palace balcony, probably with only the core royal family, his son William, Prince of Wales, daughter-in-law Catherine, Princess of Wales, and William and Catherine's children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. And that is all that has been thus far gathered about Charles III's coronation. If you like video, do well to give it a thumbs up and share video. Also share your thoughts in the comment section. If you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Where you are in is the Net Explosive YouTube platform, and we're so happy to have you around. Infotainment is the drill forever, and Net Explosives to the world.